Today's episode is brought to you by True Classic Tees. Come on, man. You know they make the clothing, shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants for the casual person, the one that wants to be comfy, the one that wants to have a little bit of an athletic build up top, but have a little room to play in the midsection. Oh, you see this hoodie? It's one of theirs. Shout out to True Classic Tees, man. This is what they do for you, man. They create that type of comfort, that type of loungewear that you need when you're watching sports, when you're kicking it with your family and friends, or you just want to get lost. All right, but the thing that I also love when we talk True Classic Tees is the fact that we have a promo code, and that code is MOATS. You use that, you get 25% off of your purchase at trueclassictees.com. Like I said, man, you can't go wrong with them, man. They have a plethora of options, though, from hoodies, sweatpants, long sleeve t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, shorts. Check them out. True Classic Tees. Salute them.
Okay, so the official class of 2023, Rondé Barber, out of the University of Pittsburgh, Darrelle Revis.
There it is.
Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas.
Shout out to Joe.
And DeMarcus Ware. Those were the five modern guys.
Yeah, respect.
And then they have Chuck Howley. I don't know what he did. He might have been a coach. Joe Klecko, he was a Jets edge rusher, or a guy on their defensive line. Ken Riley, he was a Bengals cornerback, and I don't know who Don Coryell is. I think he was a contributor or something.
I like it.
Chuck Howley or Coryell, coach or contributor.
All right.
Either of those two. So my reaction, your reaction, yeah, those guys are Hall of Famers. They're all Hall of Famers. I actually no. I looked at those. What would you call them? It's like the second wind guys. You know, they go
the legacy
through,
ones.
Yeah, that's who
they get through the modern era. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
yeah not modern era. I don't know.
I thought it was called legacy, right?
Maybe I like that legacy.
Yeah, because the reason I think is because when Donnie Shell got it, I thought that's what they were calling it then.
Okay.
But I know that was the centennial year, but it was
where they added some more.
Yeah, but it's we're not in the modern era. I thought it was called legacy. I could be off.
I like that. Legacy works.
It just seems a little classier.
The two legacy players, Joe Klecko and Ken Riley. I don't know, man. This goes back to my point of if these dudes are getting in, it's not even a question. James Harrison and Hines Ward should be in.
Even though it's
not
totally
even
different
a question.
Times of football. When did they play though, bro?
Klecko wasn't that long ago.
But when was it?
80s.
Though? That's still a long time ago, bro. We talk about how the game has changed from when Hines has played to where it is now, man.
Dude, listen. I think he's got 2 Pro Bowls or something, 3 Pro Bowls. No, he's got 4. I don't want to disrespect him too much. No, but the Riley dude, all right, he's got 4 Pro Bowls, 2 All-Pros. That's it. He had one season where he had 20 sacks, which is a hell of a season.
It is the 80s. Were you watching
78 sacks for his career?
Were you watching the games like that in the 80s to even have context? That's all I'm saying. I don't speak on them dudes like that because I can't. I didn't watch
all
the
I'm
game.
saying, all I'm saying, if he's getting in, James Harrison got to get in.
I just think context matters. That's all.
This dude has no Super Bowls. Harrison's got more Pro Bowls, more All-Pros. He's got a depoy. Yeah. So, here's my point. If they're going to eventually do the legacy thing for Harrison and Ward, because if these guys are getting in on the legacy, why wouldn't Harrison or Ward? Just get them in. Let's get them in before the legacy stuff.
No, because that's why it has to be a legacy, because of how you were looking at Joe and making all these, remarks about his career, and he played in the 80s. That's why it's got to be a legacy thing. So that way when Hines is in, it's going to be a Deke version of you 30 years from now. They be bro, who's this Hines dude?
I think Hines already has the case to get in the modern, though. With the Super Bowl MVP. He's got the, 1,000 receptions for his. He's got all the milestones.
It sounds,
different style receiver too, blocking.
I hope
ask the Ravens. Ask Brian Billick. He was talking up Big Ben and Hines Ward throughout this weekend.
I hope he gets it.
Those guys should be in. I feel
one day he gets in, man.
I feel like if Rondé Barber got in, even at that, I think Hines and Harrison have a case. Rondé Barber was good, but he's good. He had the longevity in his favor, I'd say. But no, all those guys, I would, instant glance, right? Rondé Barber, Revis, Joe Thomas, Zach Thomas, Marcus Ware. Yeah, they're Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. I just feel like we should start getting our guys in.
Nope, I got a problem with it. I went Devin Hester in. So, yep, and I would have took out Rondé or Zach Thomas. I'm just going to throw it out there, period.
Finalists?
I said it. That's how I felt about it. I wanted Devin Hester to get in that thing. And if I feel. If I'm going to say somebody got to get in, somebody got to come out, Rondé or Zach Thomas, whichever one you want to take out, they coming out. Joe Thomas, he had to get in for selfish reasons because my first career solo sack was on him. So he had to get in. So I was big supporter of him being in the Hall of Fame. I'm checking off my Hall of Fame checklist, Deke. Just know that, all right? Just know. I'm feeling great about it right now. Revis, he had to get in his Revis Island. We know that. All right? DeMarcus. I love DeMarcus. Look, he was a Cowboys fan. Y'all know how I felt back then. I was trying, it's DeMarcus. So it's like, I get it. But the other two, has to got to be in, man.
Bro. And then Ken Riley, the other legacy guy.
Yeah.
One All-Pro.
Either way.
Nothing else.
When did he play, though?
Nothing else.
His picture is in black and white, Deke.
His 69 to 83.
Deke, what are we talking about, bro?
One All-Pro, though. Come on.
Did you know the climate
One
of the
All-Pro.
game? Did you know how we talk about the Pro Bowl now? Do we know what the climate was of the Pro Bowl back then? In the 60s, 70s, or the 80s, man? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it wasn't even free agency back then. It was a totally different game, man.
I feel very confident in saying if he's getting in, I do think Harrison or Hines should get in, though.
As a legacy, sure.
I think in general. But again,
Yeah.
if you're already letting these dudes in legacy-wise, Klecko,
But
Riley.
you're saying they're already letting them in. They didn't already
Get
let them
Hines
in.
and Harrison in
You
right
said
now.
you said they
Just
already
get 'em in.
let them in. When did they last play? In the 80s. How many years is that, man?
I guess I'm getting old because I don't.
Yeah.
I see the 80s as like 20 years ago right now.
Bro, it's 2023.
At this point.
You're looking at 40 years, bro. Like,
I'm not joking.
yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm like, I don't
guess
think
I'm
you really
getting
come here when you like, bro. I'm like, bro, you realize how long of a wait that is? Think about how long Donnie Shell was waiting, man. That's long waits, bro. Long waits. Alan Faneca, long wait.
It wasn't too bad for him.
It
He
was
got
still
in
long
with the
enough.
modern guys at least.
Yeah, but it was still long enough.
Yeah, when did he retire?
What?
Yeah, like he had some years. He had to
Was
wait.
it 10?
It's probably 13ish or something.
I was say yeah, because he wasn't here when I came here. He was already done. I came here in 14.
I can't. No, he was definitely not part of
Yeah.
the second Super Bowl team.
So what?
Probably
8?
tennis. You're right.
Yeah.
10, 11, or 12.
Yeah,
And then you have to wait 5 years. Yeah, so he waited like 4 or
Yeah.
5 years.
it's a long time, man. Especially for a player of his caliber too.
I'm just saying, get Hines and Harrison in. I'm calling for it. I mean,
we want them all. We want I want them all in. You know I do.
it's not even just about the legacy guys.
Yeah.
Some of these modern era guys are letting in. I'm like, damn, dude, come on. Isaac Bruce is getting in. Come on.
That's a case you can make. All right.
I forget the other linebackers, but I think Harrison's got just as good of a case. Does with the depoys, the Super Bowls, the greatest play, and
Yeah.
one of the greatest plays in Super Bowl history. Did I say depoy already? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll give him a second depoy. He's got all pros, Pro Bowl. Like,
Just give it some time.
He's good, man.
Just give it some time.
He's
Just give it
good.
some time.
just get him in. I'm just trying to stick up
Yeah.
for my guys.
I'm with you. I think they will get in. I just don't think it's going to be anytime soon. But that don't take away from their greatness. Just think it's one of them things, man. This the Hall of Fame we talking about. And we view our Hall of Fame differently than like we talk about with the NBA or the MLB. It's like,
They're opening up a little bit right now, though.
you say that, but we hollered about a legacy pick from over 40 years. Like, that's a long wait, man. 40 years is a long time, bruh. And for you to be getting criticized 40 years after your game, 40 years later, we like, yo, no, I would. Man, with the All Pro, someone in 40 years. Deke, you ain't even been alive for 40 years. I haven't even been alive for 40 years.
Well, I think here's my point. Ken Riley passed away June 7th, so he's not even getting to see his flowers.
That's like Bill Nye.
So, yeah, can we get these guys in? Let's just get them in now.
No,
We
that's
know they're Hall of
that's
Famers.
just
Get them
the
in.
psyche part of life. You just never know when it's gonna be gone, man. But that don't mean you. Oh, on the front end, we just start throwing everybody in this thing. Yeah.
Get the people that are deserving, like a Hines and a Harrison.
They said Debo gonna get in eventually.
I don't know.
As a legacy, I think he will.
I don't know.
I think him and
I hope
Hines
so.
will get legacy picks, man. I think they both will. But like you said, the ding that's gonna hurt Debo is the 100 sacks. Like that is a big deal. Jared Allen didn't even make it, and Jared Allen had 100 of them things. He was a finalist.
I think he's a Hall of Famer, too.
I do as well. But it's like that's some of the stuff that you got to deal with. Now we'll make the case for the postseason, and that is a huge element. It's gonna be interesting though, bro.
626. You want to go over to the NFL honors real quick?
Yeah, quick question though, and I think we've talked about this before. If Hines is in, does Edelman get in as well?
Listen, I'm fine with Edelman getting in. I actually am. I know he doesn't have all the regular season stuff. Dude, what he did in the playoffs,
my
I'm
God.
fine with Edelman getting in.
What are we doing?
I think I said that when the conversation first came up a couple years ago when he retired. I'm good with Edelman getting in.
Come on, bro. What are we doing?
I am.
What are we doing?
Dude, some of those playoff performances by him were insane.
Oh my
Super Bowl
gosh.
performances too. Falcons game, the Seahawks game. He played damn good in the Rams game too. Him and Gronk had some
he's a dope
pretty good
player.
receiving yards.
He is a dope player, bro. I just didn't think you thought him as a Hall of Famer. That's all. To me, I think he's a really good player.
I would not be
dope.
opposed to him getting in. I would not be opposed. Am I gun-ho for it?
Is it exclusive because of who he is, or would it be because it opens the door for Hines?
No, nothing to do with
It was
Hines.
just
I think they
Okay.
both should be in. Like, if
Fair enough.
you told me Hines and Julian Edelman got in, I'm good with both of them.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't know how you.
If
felt
I had
about
to
it.
pick
Yeah.
between the two, I'd go Hines over Edelman.
That's how I feel. If I'm choosing, Hines is in before Edelman.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't view Edelman on that level.
Yeah, Edelman gets tough because then you're like, okay, do we let Brandon Marshall in?
You see, like that's a slippery slope to me.
It is.
I'm over here like
Brandon Marshall has the better regular season stats.
Yeah, but Edelman
Better
has the
longevity
postseason
throughout
stats.
regular season.
Mhm.
Yeah, but what Edelman did, I mean, it counts. I mean, you're seeing Terrell Davis getting in.
So once you said that, if Edelman's getting in, is Brandon Marshall getting in because we did regular season?
It's a thought.
Come on,
Brandon
bro.
Marshall was damn good, though.
Once again, is that Hall of Fame though?
It might be.
That's the whole knock with Hines. Is he really good or is he Hall of Fame?
I think. Let me look at Brandon Marshall's stats. How many receiving yards do you think he's got? I think he's got like 13K.
Bro, B. Marshall went on. He had the 100 receptions, 1,000-yard receiving tear. Like he was on that. Whether it was with Cutler out in he did it in Denver, then he did it in Chicago, then he did it in New York. He was bouncing around, do whatever. He nice. I like B.
Almost
Marshall,
13,000,
man.
12,000.
Yeah, B. Marshall like that, bro.
83 touchdowns.
Nah.
Doesn't have the Hines 1,000 receptions though. 970. Ooh. 6 Pro Bowls, 1 All-Pro. Did it with multiple teams. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because he was flying all over the place.
It just shows that his talent could travel.
It
That's
could travel.
Yeah. Because some people are going to say, are you scheme? Are you product of the coach? Or you like that? B. Marshall, he one of them dudes, he just like that.
He
But
was
you
good,
know,
man.
he got some other stuff that come with him, but he liked that though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was
Yeah.
one of the reasons why he jumped from team
Yeah,
to team.
he's on the TO. Yeah, absolutely. Like
Little bit.
you're gonna run into that something. Yeah. But he liked that though.
He's in the consideration.
I'd
take Hines over him,
You
though,
know, these
too.
are all these are all the people that we love to watch. These people that we grew up like really remembering. So of course, man, if B. Marshall got it, it's like, yeah, but when I think of B. Marshall, I don't think of him as a Hall of Famer right now. Like when I think of the wide receivers right now, I think of like Andre Johnson. And to me, remember when I was like, yo, to me, Andre Johnson is a Hall of Famer.
He should get in over Marshall.
He should get it over Marshall. Like I look at it like that,
Holt,
and that was why when
Reggie
I was
Wayne.
like, but that was also even when we talked Hines, I was like, I would take Andre Johnson over Hines. I would take Andre over Chad Johnson. Like I would take Andre over a lot of these dudes, and that's just like when I think of that, I'm just like, okay, are they better than him? I think of Megatron. I'm like, Megatron's up there with him.
Not even a question.
I think Antonio Brown, he's up there with them. Now, AB, the thing that hurts AB is kind of like with Brandon Marshall. Some of the,
it's way worse with AB.
it's 100% way. It's way worse. I'm sorry.
Not
In fact, look, I apologize, Brandon Marshall. I did not even mean to put you into that because you are actually not even like that, man. All right, I can rock with you.
He took care of his issues. And
Absolutely,
shit,
because
right?
he was bipolar. He had the bipolar stuff
Yeah.
going on. Absolutely, man.
He sought out help.
Yeah, and
talked
then
about
him
it.
and his lady. I remember him and his wife. Yeah, she stabbed him, and they still are together, if I remember correctly. Like, shout out to that man, bro, without a doubt. Yeah, he was not on the AB on that level, but when I think of AB, I'm like, yo, that's Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? But he has the TO.
I don't
The
think he
TO
can
was
say.
gonna hurt him. What they did to TO, I said, oh yeah, AB, you was way further along that line, man. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did AB just get in? I don't know. I don't know.
The talent is yes.
It's not even a question.
But everything else, and because it keeps going. Oh, also, I don't know if you saw this, but him and his lady, they back together now, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the love, man. Shout
Good
out to
for
the
him.
love. Shout out to the love. But maybe that could help with the PR. You start doing a whole bunch of like, hey, remember that all the negative we back, everything's good, and then he started just, he's make some donations, do some public charities. You know what I mean? I think he can get it back. He get a chance. How many more years he got? No, this is year 5. No, he retired after me. Never mind. So he got time still. Yeah, he got time to clean it up still.
Wow. So you're saying AB and Big Ben technically retired at the same time?
Technically, they did.
That's not
Technically,
happening.
Technically, they did.
That's not happening.
So he still has a couple of years to, clean up a little bit, man. Put a little deep cleanse in
They
that
are not
thing,
doing
man.
AB and Big Ben at the same time.
Go ahead, clean that thing up, AB. You don't call yourself Big Chest or him or anything else for the next couple of years. You go on the PR tour. You're donating. You're at every charity function. You're hosting all type of football camps, okay, AB? That's what you're doing, okay? You're doing free press. Nothing paid. Everything free. You're trying to just build your PR back up. Then you got to have something where you put a post out there, something where it's like you bridge the gap, you and Seven. Maybe you post the old picture and you be like, man, the good times.
There's no way it's happening. There's no way.
I'm trying to tell you.
Especially with the TO thing.
I'll try to tell you how it's gonna work. But
no
he
way.
has to, if he commits now, he could do it. He has to commit now though, because it's gonna take.
Would
years.
you want to see that? I don't know if I'd want to see that.
I'm toxic. I would.
I want to see Big Ben and Pounce again.
I want to see. Bring the band, man. Put them all in together, man. Bring the whole gang back. Let's do it.
I don't want to see that.
I want to see it all together because I'm just like, yo, how crazy can it be for old time's sake? Can we get another crazy for old time? If you know, you know. If you ever been around, I just.
Are they presenting each other?
I hope they are. I hope AB is presenting Pouncey and Pouncey is presenting Ben and Ben. I hope it's like. I hope so. Let AB and Ben present each other. The Wi-Fi lit. Let's go. I'm telling you, bro. I love it.
There's just no way.
It could be a whole Steelers class. Debo can get in that class. Heist can get in that class. It'd be perfect, bro. We just take over Canton.
Just not that year. I think that's the one scenario. Let's give Ben a spotlight. Let's not do that. I think that's the one time.
Yeah.
Ben and Pouncey. Pouncey waits a year. He gets in with Ben. And Harrison would be cool, too. Because Harrison and Ben had that connection.
See, you say Pouncey wait a year. Pouncey ain't waiting all year to me, bro.
I know. We talked about that. I think it would be cool, though.
For those two guys, especially, like, knowing how close they truly were. Like, y'all guys saw it publicly. But, man, them dudes love each other, bro. Like, will die for each other. Like, that type of love, man. Like, it's just a special relationship that you would see between them two dudes, man. So, yeah, it would be awesome knowing that for them two to share that moment, man, without a doubt.